Is it just me that's excited, guys? Or does anybody else feel the excitement in the air? Why? From Bitboy Crypto. Wait, Coinbase didn't give XRP holders their Songbird token distribution? What's the deal, right? Hugon Filion has replied right here. Coinbase never stated that they would distribute SGB, hence it is within their power not to do so. Interesting stuff, guys. But, however, they did state that they would distribute Flare's native token, FLR, as we see right here. Any time frame agreed upon for either Flare and or Songbird tokens, as we see right here. Regarding time frame, we will be releasing a list next week of exchanges that have agreed to distribute the token within days of token distribution event. It includes 99.9% of all major exchanges, even the major Japanese exchange who needs regulatory sign-off as well, guys. So this is upcoming, right? How aren't people excited for whatever is near? Do we see the tide shifting, right? I stated that FLR would go live, where the distribution will be taking place near the bottom, if not the bottom, guys. Now look at that. Interesting, right? Quote unquote flare, to say the least. It ties into this tweet. The world is going to S, while in our minds it really isn't. Why? Because of XRP right here. Let's clarify. Ripple's XRP and Stellar Lumens is the only crypto that is part of the ISO 20022 and can work with CBDCs report. Let's clarify, the real evolution of crypto is not cryptocurrencies, it's actually the transformative infrastructure that sits underneath its distributed ledger technology. The real impact of XRP is the disruptive power it has and potential to remove all friction in the financial system. This is utility, right? As soon as all these people come into play, guys, as soon as utility does go live, even further beyond, guess what's going to take place, right? XRP has to basically go up and never stop. Remember, XRP burns as well, right? It's deflationary in nature, guys. It was coded like that. So when all the money is being moved around the world, right, small portions of XRP is being burned every time, right, in each transaction. Very small amounts, guys, which tells us XRP basically goes up and never stops, right? In all categories, from only one. World Bank has already chose the 2-2 Tango, as we see right here, guys. 2-2 Tango. Very interesting wording, right? Let's check this out. Now I'm going to fast forward this because there's a lot to take in right here. I'll leave the link down in the description below so you guys can investigate further as well. And then it keeps on going on, guys. I will leave the link down in the description below so you guys can investigate further, right? Interesting stuff. If you go down here, though, look at this. Stablecoins for cross-border payment. Stablecoins refer to a class of digital currencies that are relatively stable in terms of their price. What? Come on, guys, right? Certain price sets. And at the end, what will it be? Maybe just stable, right? Floating around in time and space. Stablecoins offer instantaneous processing and security of payments as many cryptocurrencies do. They also offer stability with respect to their parity against fiat currencies. Two digital currencies that fall into this category are Ripple's native digital currency XRP and XLM, Stellar Networks XLM. Both Ripple and Stellar enable faster and more efficient cross-border payments relative to corresponding banking, right? Any accepted type of currency or asset can be used to transact on the Ripple network. Cross-border payments using Ripple transact using XRP. A digital currency works as a liquidity source whenever it is necessary besides acting as a bridge between two currencies. XRP is listed so many times, guys, as we see right there. World Bank and IMF have already given us the answers, right? XRP, XLM, it's all before phases. I know it's very fascinating about the two coins. There's something very interesting about XRP and XLM, guys, which we'll be talking about in the next video tomorrow in the Riddler side of the portion, or of the video, basically, right? Because there's very fascinating. It correlates with the occults as well, right? It's interesting to think that there were two coins only. Why not three? Why not one? Why not multiple? But two, specifically two, we'll talk about tomorrow, guys. But from Bitcoin Magazine, people in the Netherlands protesting against Euro CBDC. Bitcoin is freedom money. Oh wow. Defund the state, buy Bitcoin, right? Interesting, interesting, interesting. CBDC equal digital jail, guys. Wow. A lot of CBDC talk, right? A lot of people are going against this narrative, guys. Interesting stuff. But I stated this so many times before that Bitcoin is the reason why this is all happening in the first place, right? It was the first domino to fall. Whose fault is it truly, right? Cashless. The IMF have planned for a cashless society. Quote, although some countries most likely will decash in a few years. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Decash in a few years, by the way. A couple of years. Going completely cashless should be phased in steps. Whoa, it was never a theory. It was always a global agenda. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. What? The macroeconomics of decashing, guys. The IMF, huh? Again, cash will turn into what? Ash. Let me paint a picture for you. Look at this, guys. We got a Bragg House right there, Ripple. The IMF, Christine Lagarde right there. They're talking about how some countries will most likely decash in a few years, right? And we see literally Bragg House with all these important, quote-unquote, important people, right? Well, they are important in this role, guys, or whatever they are playing, right? Very fascinating. I mean, how come people can't see what's upcoming? IMF pushing the crypto regulations again. Pay attention. The collapse of crypto exchange FTX is prompting calls for greater regulation of the crypto industry. Wow. The IMF is calling for this, guys, right? IMF is definitely in talks with Ripple, as we see right here. They were in the same room, guys. All these people, by the way, not just Ripple and IMF, right? All these people. It's a crazy world we're living in, guys. Everything's pre-planned ahead of time, right? All they're waiting for is what? Clarity. As soon as that gets the green light, as soon as XRP gets the green light, it's game over. Now, we listen to this quick poll. When do we see the next crypto bull market? Right? I said 2023. What are your thoughts? But from Baba Cugs, the next bull run won't be like the past. There's a new game now, Game B. Regulations will destroy the majority of projects. Green sustainability will be the key. Innovation will totally flourish, right? Exactly, guys. So we're talking about regulations will what? Kill 99.9% of projects, guys, right? Prepare for that day, because it's certainly going to be a bloodbath. While everything else is being sacrificed into the altar, XRP is just pumping and never stopping, guys, at that point, right? At that point in time, basically. 156 trillion in cross-border payments without any liquidity from central bank digital currency yet, or what they are really going after, derivatives, markets, bonds. That we have only scratched the surface with a piece of the cross-border market during a SEC case and regulations. Imagine the floodgates after XRP. Wow, guys, look at this. 156 trillion worth of cross-border payments flows in 2022 alone, across a variety of segments including trade, agriculture, e-commerce, technology, and supply chain, right? Again, this is what scratching the surface, right? Just imagine when it's all said and done at the end of the day, guys, right? The passports, digital ID, and CBDC support the same functionality as a Chinese social credit system. Now, will we get to this point in our lives? Listen to this.
Liken this to kind of a digital gulag. Explain.
Well, this is the way it works, Laura. It's like if you have seen passports, they could support the same functionality as the China social credit system, which it surveils every aspect of a person and assigns a social credit score about how compliant you are. And if you combine that with the central bank digital currency, where the federal government is deciding whether or not you can spend your money, then they can just take your money away. They can sever you from your credit cards, from your bank account, and even from your bill. They can even empty your bank account if they deem that you are non-compliant. And that is a digital gulag.
So you're saying the framework for the digital passport allows government entities, in this case an international organization perhaps, to put anything in those little digital drawers. So in this case it's the vaccine passport, but then other bits of information about you and your life can also go in those other drawers that are there.
Correct. So the vaccine passport or any mandatory digital ID, even a digital driver's license, a smart health card, can combine the functionality of the China social credit system. So that
I know people are going to say, oh, you guys are conspiracy theorists.
You know what's funny about all of this is that the Chinese social credit system has 1,300 points, if I'm not mistaken, guys. 1,300. Think about that just for a moment, right? 13. You can't make this stuff up, guys. Now, what do I believe with what's going to take place in the future of this world, right? With CBDCs, the V passport, and all this stuff. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure. I believe technology is neutral, right? It depends who controls it, though. That's the issue. And then, last but not least, from digital asset investor, I believe their final move is to collapse Tether. Then Wall Street opens their doors because you can trust us. We're not those crypto startup guys, right? Wow. All with the support of their buddies at the SEC, CFTC, Congress, right? Or, you know what I think? These people are all already here, right? These people, the banks, all of them, guys. They were the ones who created all this technology in the first place, in my humble opinion, not financial waste. But anyways, that's all for you guys. Enjoy these videos, please. Hey guys, see ya.